This video is brought to you by the Mexican National School of Chess and Ferris Chess. A story about the history of chess. Once upon a time, in the land of Pataliputra in India, a king whose illness was boredom worried the doctors of the court. All of his subjects looked for ways to distract him. One day, a man presented himself with a strange game that had been called chess. Explaining to the king the rules of the game, the monarch stayed so interested that they asked the inventor to help them. As compensation, he asked for 1 grain of wheat for the first square on the chessboard, 2 for the second square, 4 for the third, 8 for the fourth, and so on until he had covered 64 squares. The king found it strange at such demand, so he suggested giving the inventor rocks, jewels, etc. But the man insisted on his demand. The king considered the petition was modest, so he quickly rounded up the grains that were requested. Eventually, the kingdom's fields remained empty, resulting in the king being unable to fulfill his promise. Since the monarchs did not tolerate others making fun of them, the unhappy inventor was punished. Why was he punished? Because the amount of grain the inventor asked for was 70,000 times the amount of the world's harvest of wheat in an entire year. The total amount of grain the king was to collect was 18,446,744 billion, 73,709 million, 551,615 grain. And so, the chess game was invented, and the game continued happily ever after.